Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new Doctor Who review. Today I am going to talk about the Interstellar Contest. So this is the 6th episode of the 15th season of Doctor Who, aka Season 2, obviously, written by Juno Dawson and directed by Ben A. Williams. It's premiered on 17th of May 2025, so a few days ago, just ahead of the real life Eurovision Song Contest. So yeah, there we go. And congratulations, I guess, Austria for winning this one. I wasn't there live watching it, but I heard it from my girlfriend. So there we go. Very nice, I guess. To be honest, my favorite one was the Netherlands because interesting French song, but also Justice for Jules Klein. Anyway, the episode takes the Doctor and his companion Belinda Chandra to the Harmony Arena in the year 2925, where the 803rd Interstellar Song Contest is underway. The plot summary, obviously, of this episode follows the Doctor and Belinda arrive at the song contest, a futuristic version of Eurovision, where two Helions, Kid and Wayna Arakin, hijack the space arena and threaten to kill all spectators as revenge against the event's sponsor. So there we go. As the contest unfolds, the Doctor experiences visions of Susan Foreman. Yes, this is great because this is a flippin' great, fantastic cameo. His long lost granddaughter, which obviously appeared in the first episode, the first story of the first Doctor, so 60 ish years ago, who urges him to go back and later tells him to find her. Meanwhile, the mysterious Mrs. Flood, who has appeared throughout the season and obviously the previous season, revealed to be bum 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 the Rani, man. Holy shit! Like, dude, I can't really stop myself from actually talking about these cameos and these plot twists because they're so essential to the episode. Like the Rani part was at the end of the episode, but it's still really interesting. Obviously, the Rani is obviously a villainous Time Lord, first appeared in, I think, a sixth Doctor story or a fifth Doctor story. I'm not quite sure. She undergoes a bi-generation process, creating new incarnation of herself, played by Archie Punjabi. But Archie Punjabi voiced, I believe, Deba Palaba, yes, Deba Palaba in the Bad Batch, but also in the Clone Wars, I believe. So Archie Punjabi was also a Star Wars character. Very, very interesting, man. Holy shit. So the episode begins with Ryan Clark, a real-life Eurovision presenter, stepping out of a cryogenic suspension to host the contest in the Harmony Arena, a massive space station. The Doctor and Belinda arrive just in time to witness the opening ceremony, which features performances from various alien species. The contest is sponsored by the corporation, a powerful entity that has been exploiting the Helions' home planet Helia for its valuable hell poppy honey flavor. As Doctor and Belinda settle into their seats, Kid and Wayne Erakin storm the production booth, detaining the crew and replacing the live broadcast with a recording of the dress rehearsal. The Doctor quickly notices this disruptance between the live performance and the broadcast, realizing something is amiss. Before he can act, Kid disengages the space station safety protocols, injecting 1,000 spectators into the wild space, including the Doctor and the TARDIS. Belinda, however, manages to survive thanks to Wayne secretly closing the private seating area. So there we go. As the Doctor floats in space, he experiences a vision of Susan Foreman, obviously his granddaughter, who cryptically tells him to go back and find him. Meanwhile, Belinda teams up with Cora St. Bavir, a contestant from the planet Tryon, to stop Kid's plan. Cora reveals that transmission signals are blocked during contest to prevent gambling fraud, meaning no one outside the station knows what's happening. Kid prepares to broadcast a deadly delta wave to trillion viewers, intending to kill them all as revenge for the destruction of Helia. However, Wayne secretly sabotages the device, allowing Belinda and Cora to override the station's controls. The Doctor, using his sonic screwdriver, manages to re-enter the station, confronting Kid and Wayne in a dramatic showdown. Kid reveals that his mother was killed before she could name him, and that he has spent his life seeking justice for his people. The Doctor also brutally damages him and brutally also lets him feel pain. Like the Doctor said, I'm made out of light, and if you can make a hologram, out of light, it would hurt. And I'll do this 1,000 times if I have to. So, dude, that was so interesting to see the 15th Doctor actually going mad, very angry in this episode. Because, first off, he had flashbacks or some kind of I guess, weird visions of his granddaughter, but also the ice. He said there is an ice inside of my heart, and I don't think it will ever melt because of you. So there we go. Meanwhile, Mrs. Flood, who has been watching from the shadows, reveals herself as the Rani and undergoes a bioregeneration, creating a new incarnation of herself. Now the Rani and a Rani exist. So Mrs. Flood is a Rani, and obviously the new Rani is the Rani, obviously. So capital R, I guess, or whatever. So very interesting. Now they look like some kind of, I guess, squibbling siblings. I guess like Mrs. Flood said in one of the teasers for next episode, which will be Wish World, she said, "You actually sprang out of me because you could be my daughter." And like the new Rani says, "That's the most disgusting thing I ever heard." So there we go. The episode features several notable cameos. Ryan Clark and Graham Norton, real life BBC Eurovision hosts, appear as themselves. I think Ryan Clark is more like Welsh. I have not heard of him before this episode. Interesting. So there we go. We also have Caroline Ford, obviously as Susan Foreman, and also the new Ronnie. So there we go. The episode was filmed at Bad Wolf Studios in Wales with 100 extras used to stimulate the 100,000 person audience in the arena. Critics praised the script's humor, the political subtext involving the Hellions and the return of Susan and Ronnie. However, some felt the pacing was too fast. I also felt that like it was really fastly paced and that kid was an underdeveloped villain. Yes, it's true. I mean, it's kind of like Die Hard meets Eurovision, but this episode blends Doctor Who's science fiction roots with the spectacle of Eurovision, which is very interesting for a European and especially like a British person. I'm not a British person, but I'm a Belgian person. But Eurovision, it's quite something big, especially in Europe, but also Great Britain, obviously, making it a unique blend of memorable adventures and a unique style, obviously. So yes, I really liked the episode. It's very interesting, and I would love to see the Universal Song Contest return one day. I mean, not necessarily in the coming years, but maybe if they just would be able to explain it even further and maybe even address this episode later on, that would be really lovely, and I would love to see that return. So there we go. Yes, like I already mentioned, the next episode will be Wish World, and then episode after that will be the reality war, where the Doctor will face Doom. But we'll need to wait and see for those episodes, obviously. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone, or should I say Doctor Who. I let you go, and on Z.